To another episode of Level Up Video Games.
Looks like we might be due for a big old storm of chaos.
Be an interesting one considering that I'm going to be taking a high-risk Shopify order. We're putting fraudulent orders in the consoles, causing it to have issues, and they were trying to purchase them. And then I got a couple chargebacks, but I actually canceled those orders, so the chargebacks really didn't do anything anyways. So this will be the first time that I will be accepting a high-risk order, knowing well that potentially could be fraudulent, and I could be out the items and out the actual potential cash as well. Now, I'm going to take that risk for a learning lesson, essentially. I recommend you doing this with some higher end item like a console or controllers or something that's in the hundreds of dollars. No, this is really low cost to me, if any, considering that I could learn a valuable lesson and teach you guys potentially not to take high risk orders at all. So right here is the order in particular, and it's going to be Burnout Revenge for the 360 complete and a wireless racing wheel. Now, I've had these, at least the wheel, for a while now, so I'm not too worried whether or not this is a fraudulent order or not, considering that if it is, I'm not out anything. But essentially what we're going to do is Shopify notifies you whether or not their fraudulent analysis is high, low, or medium. Most of the time, if it's a high risk, you don't want to do it. You cancel the order right away because it has some potential red flags to be a fraudulent order, meaning that if they get their item and the person they stole the credit cards or debit card information from goes back to the bank and says they never made this purchase, and then you get what's called a chargeback. And then from there, you're out of your item and you're out the money. A couple key factors when it comes to actually taking high-risk stuff. Now, most of the time they use different credit cards. They use multiple credit cards, multiple transactions. The IP addresses don't match the actual locations they're sending it to, vice versa. There's just a bunch of red flags that once you look into it, especially with Shopify, it tells you, I wouldn't take it. This one is a single card, single transaction. The only thing that seems to be risky is that the IP address where it's going is like a certain amount of miles away compared to where it's being delivered. The email address is a little weird and everything else. So personally, I'm going to take the risk just to learn a lesson. Unfortunately, it's going to suck. Most likely I'm going to get charged back, and that person pretty much got two things for free from me. Here's the two items in particular: the Xbox 360 wireless racing wheel and Burnout Revenge. This is a great combo, but I was selling the wheel for $20 and Burnout Revenge for $12. So in general, this is worth about $30-something right here. But I didn't pay $30 for this. I'm only out a couple bucks that I can deal with. So we're going to be shipping this out and seeing later, because it's going to take a while. See how it goes. I'll keep you guys posted on it, and if anything does happen or doesn't happen, it really depends on whose card it is, if it has been stolen, and how vigilant they are to realize those charges actually happen. The package, we'll see how it goes. I sold two items on eBay, which is Dragon Age Origin, All-Star Baseball on the Xbox 2003. This game here that doesn't work, and I've never actually taken these apart at all because I normally don't have to. I've already cleaned the contacts pretty well, but it literally just doesn't load. So what happened is I just got a loose copy of this right here, and it works, and I have a case for it, so I think I'm just going to complete that. But I really want to see if I can get this guy to do something or work. You guys will know that getting DS games out and back in is pretty difficult, so I've already cleaned the contacts. I'm going to go ahead and reflow the chip and maybe see if there's any bad traces, which I don't really see. I was just messing around with this, and now this completely stopped. Like, it doesn't even charge. When you put the charger in, it pops. Oh, it doesn't even pop. Like, it just doesn't charge at all. I don't know what happened because I wasn't charging it. I wasn't doing anything. I was just testing it. So I'm going to charge this battery up and see if I can get this to at least boot up or something. But now I got to figure out what happened to this. Fantastic. My stupid system just caperted. Alright. Guess it's going to go to the pile of disregard. Now we have room for the 3DS, I guess. I mean, I didn't have it before, now I do, so there's a plus. I'm going to work on the DS Lite. I'm going to work on it. Open it up and test a couple fuses, make sure the fuses are good, and if they're bad, I'll probably just replace them with this black one that's broken with the hinge. You know what? I got some more parts for that too. This one right here as well. I'm pretty sure this is just a junk DS Lite. This is going to work, but I found a fuse essentially by the cartridge slot, which makes sense because I was messing with the cartridge slot and maybe I screwed up a pin or something. I'm not sure. Place this fuse right here next to the cartridge slot. I'll show you on the board right there. All right, let's see if we're good to go. One, two, three. Oh, it popped. There it goes. We fixed it. It was just that fuse. All right, I'm gonna put it back together. Learn something every day, man. Just check the fuse. The reason why I use this board for parts is because of that right there. I don't want to deal with that, and not including the rest of it is literally just in pieces, and I don't want to deal with that. This was pretty fast and easy to do. We're just gonna test everything out, make sure it's still working properly, and then go from there. There's Broken Sword, there's the Game Boy Advance game. Let's go to the Broken Sword, see if it pops on. There it goes. Turn it off, turn it back on, and make sure the Game Boy Advance is working as well. And there it goes. Yeah, it's charging. I went to YouTube, watched a quick video of someone that kind of had similar issues, but I know I was messing with that cart, and yeah, I fixed it. That was a pretty easy fix and didn't take very long. Just sold Record of Aegis War Zero for the PS3. 20 plus shipping on top. All the Game Boy Advance, all the Game 3DSs. We got some Vitas. We actually have some Vita games. Look at. Most Wanted. We already know about Borderlands and Little Deviants. Yeah, so we got through all the Game Boy Advance, the new stuff, everything. Some more Game Boy games. We got like Dr. Mario, Tetris 2, Tetris, Side Pockets. There's Dr. Mario. There's Dr. Mario. Oh, Little Mermaid. Yeah. Some 3DS stuff. Nothing crazy. This is the Donkey Kong. And then we got Time Force, Tony Hawk Pro Skater. This little 3D printed holder for the Game Boy Advance games. It helps saves a little bit more room. But it's actually really nice. I really like it. It's kind of what I want to do with the N64 stuff. I want to get stuff up so people can see it, especially in here. Last couple of years, I've actually been on eBay. I've never had a console break during shipment. Well, until now. Now, I didn't show you guys, but I actually ended up selling the backwards compatible PS3. And I just received a message from the buyer. They messaged me saying, I just want to like that you wrap the console so much you broke it. If it works, I'll keep it, but if not, we need to figure something out because I def don't want this if it's damaged, literally, and doesn't work. Give me a few to set it up and check, then I'll get back to you. I said, that's unfortunate to see the console was damaged during shipping. I can't even see if it works. You didn't give me a power supply. So just to let you guys know, PS3s, FATs, don't use power supplies. They use power cables. They're not PS2s. All of the power supplies are internal on those. I would like my money back, please. I don't know how we need to go about that, but yeah, I definitely want my money back. Everything that you need to power the device is in the box. The console does not use a power supply. It has a internal power supply. All it need is the power cable. So I messaged them that. We already went through the return, which I knew was going to happen. Well, what does that mean? That means this is going to suck. So hopefully they keep it, but to be honest, I'll probably just file a claim anyways, stating that the device was damaged during shipment, and that I need to put in a claim with UPS to let them know It's like a $300 and something plus shipping console, so definitely need to do that. I have to verify that this item is the actual same item that I shipped, so I need to verify serial numbers and everything else. So it's going to be a headache. It's going to be a pain in the butt. Now, pretty much out of a console. It probably should still work, but it's broken. Out of a console, out of money, and now that money is in limbo, but it happens. It sucks. I can't control what happens during shipments, but, you know, bubble wrap doesn't break your things, guys. Especially like 1/4 inch plastic and 1/2 inch. It doesn't do that. What does do that is very large forces of gravity or items pushed on top of it cause it to squish and break. So bubble wrap doesn't always protect everything. Seeing today, and it is definitely unfortunate about the PS3, but this stuff happens, so we'll have to continue going from there. But it probably won't be for a while because we won't be here next week. We go on vacations, and the next couple of months there's going to be vacations and trips going on. So the store will be closed and I will be out of town. But I'll catch you guys next time. Don't forget to level